Good evening, glad you're with us. And tonight, a child abuse survivor tells his story.
That story caught the nation's attention, really, after police found out his foster parents were holding their children in dog cages. Mark Lawmaster's former foster parents, though, are now behind bars. And News 9's Chris Gilmore met with Mark. He's now on a mission to spread child abuse awareness.
That's right, Amanda. 21-year-old Mark says his 10 years with the Kluths were a nightmare. Even though it's over, he says the effects of the abuse are lasting.
At first glance, Mark Lawmaster looks like your typical college student. But behind those glasses are layers of physical and emotional scars from years of abuse.
I think it's important that kids and parents alike know and understand child abuse.
The abuse came from Sonia and John Kluth. Mark says it started when he was just 5 for small offenses like wetting the bed.
Getting choked, making you feel like you might die.
Gradually, the punishments got worse.
Taking a metal spoon, putting a candle lighter up to it, making it really hot, and then putting it on your tongue.
For a long time, Mark says this is what he and his foster siblings considered normal and were often confused.
John had this thing about hugging us before we went to bed to, I guess, help us feel something. I don't know. Love.
The abuse reached a peak when Mark says he and his siblings were kept in kennels and starved. One night, Mark was caught sneaking out of the cellar to steal pet food. He says he made the decision to run away.
I thought that if I had gone back to the house, I would have probably died.
I found him back here.
He was found sleeping on cardboard behind a Yukon store. 5 years later, he has dreams of becoming an engineer. He wants abuse victims to know that help is out there.
For the kids that are going through it, that may or may not be watching this, they need to speak out. Somehow, some way, they need to speak up, run away, something.
Mark says he suffers from PTSD and social anxiety disorder. He also tells me he's written to and forgiven John Kluth for his role in the abuse, but has not heard back from Sonia. Chris Gilmore, News 9.